Hey guys, how are you guys doing? I know this is not the regular video that I would shoot, but I just had a random thought, a random moment with God, and I just felt like, let me just shoot a random video while the thought is still in my head. And I was just thinking that um I used to have this thing of when I'm speaking to God, I would I would try to act perfect. I don't know how to explain it properly. I'll try, but I'll try to like be. I try to say, like I try to portray myself as the person that God wants me to be, or rather, like to be feeling what God wants me to feel. Like to try to impress God and think that I can impress God into like into maybe hearing me, into listening to me, like trying to say that Lord, I've got this. I'm strong. I'm this and this. Like, or like trying to be this even when I come to God in my prayers, I try to pray about something that I feel like prayers that would prayers that would please Him, or prayers that would portray me as a good person. I hope you guys will get what I'm trying to say, but basically, like I've just learned that with God, even there are those things about us that we know that God will not be impressed by. um we know that if we feel a certain way, God is not impressed with those feelings, or if we do certain things, and therefore like we try to hide that, those feelings from God. And sorry about that. And I've just learned that God wants us to come to Him and be vulnerable with Him and be genuine with Him, and come with Him even with those things that you know that He won't like. I'm not saying that He's gonna be impressed, but even if He's not gonna be impressed, but I feel like He wants us to come genuinely, because I mean, why put on this false appearance for God, where when He knows you, when He knows your heart, He knows what's going on inside you. So might as well come clean, you know. Um, so yeah, even anything, even those, even sinful thoughts, even something that like you want to do, and you know for a fact that it's not right, but maybe you just feel like it's just you've got this urge to do it. Come to God and say, Lord, there's this thing that like this is it, and this is what's going on with me. um and I just feel like that's what the Lord wants, in order for Him to be able to like fully um 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 to just surrender. That's what surrendering means. And just laying your life down to Him and allowing Him to take full control, by us being vulnerable and and genuine with Him, and just fully transparent. He wants transparency from us, because at the end of the day He already knows what's going on, so why try to hide it? Why try to be perfect? So I don't know if it's just me, but I used to like pretend to God like I'm this, like I've got it, like, Lord, I'm gonna I'm already the person that you want me to be. I already have the feelings that you want me to have. And to be honest, I didn't. Like, for instance, I didn't really like disclosing to God that, Lord, I'm feeling weak. Lord, I am feeling all those things, like that I don't have the strength, that I don't have the encouragement, that I don't have the motive, or like even my sinister motives. I would never disclose those to God. Like I'd always pretend like, no, Lord, I'm a good person, I have good intentions for whatever it is that I want to do. And I'd never want to like show Him that bad side of me. But He knows me. He already knows the bad side. He already knows my sinister motive. So might as well just come clean and say, you know what, Lord, I want this, and these are my motives, like, and just be clean with Him. And let God, let God do what he ought to do with that. And I just feel like He can handle you. Sometimes we think that we are too much maybe for God to handle, and we just think that God only wants the good side of us, and He does not want to see the bad side. Of course, he wants us to improve, but I feel like He can only work on that when we allow Him to, and therefore when we are transparent with Him. And He can therefore be able to like um take over our lives completely. I don't know, I just had that thought. I was praying something to God just now, and it made me think of that. And I was like, wow, previously I would never pray something like that to God, because I think that He's not going to be impressed with that. But now, like, I'm so comfortable with God. I've befriended Jesus so much that I come to Him even with things that I know that He might not be impressed with, or the things that I know that, oh my God, I should not be disclosing this. But He's a friend, and He wants us to speak to Him like a friend. Yeah. I don't know if that makes sense. I'm hoping it does to someone. I hope it will speak to someone. It will make sense to someone. Yeah. Thank you guys. Bye.